yeah, this is it. We're here. Yeah.
We're here.
We're,
I almost
we're,
said the Olive Garden
what?
slogan. When you're here, you're family. But
We're
that's how we
both
feel about you, Ron Bros. When you listen to our pod, you're elevated to a family member.
we're
Just
both
not
in our
wife.
we're we're both in our beds.
We are both in our beds.
Not the same bed, but different beds.
Yes, Martin.
Yeah, it's
In our
clear.
respective homes.
Yeah, so in my app.
Way to make it weird.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I this part I probably should save this story when Sandy gets on. Actually, the weekend I tripped. I hit my head really hard on the wall. It was like super hard. Like my ear, like hit the side of my head, and like I got really
Oh my
scared.
God. Are you
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got really scared. I was gonna like fall asleep and not wake up. And that the joke I thought of is, when I go out tonight, I can pick up ladies and like, oh, I might die, like get, get some sympathy sex, and
You go to the doctor? Get so
uh
did you just say get some sympathy sex?
yeah, so that's so happened was I told Satin that joke, but the way I phrased it, I said first, oh, do you think I can get sympathy sex by going out tonight and get ladies? But what she heard first was, hey, if you can get some sympathy sex, and it was like, I was like, no, I meant you let me finish. And then when I go
Oh
out tonight,
no.
I was like, oh man, that's yeah. So anyway,
Oh jeez.
yeah, it was like,
Gee willikers.
yeah, it was like really awkward. I was like, yeah, let me finish. And yeah. Anyway, well, Kevin, has his wrestling background, so he knows a lot about percussion and concussion protocol and how you hit your heads. I just hit on the side here, and I didn't have any concussion symptoms or anything. It's bad if you hit the back of your head or the front of your head. I just hit like my ear and my like it still hurts, but yeah, it was fine. I didn't die or anything.
Did you go to the doctor?
No, after we talked to
You,
Kevin, it sounds like
Kevin just managed your concussion symptoms at home.
yeah, basically. I actually thought about going to the doctor, but I think they would have said I was fine also. So
Yeah.
anyway, I did yeah, it almost died, but yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know, but those I was there. I would have to tell those ladies, like, hey, you're okay with waking up next to a dead body, right? You're cool, because
Yeah, that's a good line.
yeah,
I think you should use that one.
yeah, I might die from this head injury, but
You should say, "Hey, pretty lady, can I buy you a drink? I might die tonight."
yeah, with no context, it's like I might
Yeah,
die. So that's how I live.
that would be kind of funny on Halloween, though.
Yeah, because yeah, especially if I was like a zombie or something, or
Yeah.
but cool.
Uh,
Anyway, guys, we're all good here though.
yeah, we're all good here. Yeah, and we watched a movie for you boys. Um, this week we watched Look Both Ways. Um, it's a Netflix movie starring Lily Reinhart. Um, I'm sure our Rom Bros know her from the smash hit television series Riverdale. And yeah, this was a dual storyline. I guess what would you call it? A pregnancy flick?
I mean, I guess one half of the movie is
Yeah.
the other half. It's just like
It's
you
like what if
know,
one storyline is like what so the movie starts and she thinks she has like a pregnancy scare, and then the movie splits into like two different realities, one in which she has like an unplanned pregnancy at 22 and the other in which she isn't pregnant,
Yeah.
and just how her life kind of goes
Just
from
being a
there.
young adult, so
Yeah,
yeah,
we know something about that.
yeah, graduating college and make your way into the real world. And
Yeah.
yeah, basically that. I never really watched Riverdale, so I didn't really know who she was. But
She was in Riverdale. She was also in Hustlers.
I never watched that either. I meant
And
to.
like other stuff, but I feel like that was a big get for her after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I watched Riverdale. I just read the OG Archie comics. So yeah, I'm all about.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I'm like, oh, Jughead, what a character.
I don't know what you should watch Riverdale, Martin. I feel like it's really up your alley.
Wow, is even still on? Like it's been on for a while.
Well, you can still in the modern age of streaming, Martin, you could still watch a show that's not currently
Yeah,
on.
I get
So
okay, touche, but still, it's like a lot to.
what are you watching right now, television show
Oh,
wise?
what have I been watching? Oh, sorry, but it's what Cole Sprouse is on Riverdale, right?
Hmm.
You see his butt pic?
No, I feel like I could imagine it though.
Do you want to see his butt pic?
Sure. Is that the butt pick we're doing? I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
can
that's
do that.
appropriate.
I can find it. I'm going through. Okay, it might take me a minute to find it. I had to Google.
Martin, you gotta have these butt picks ready to
I
go,
didn't I
man.
didn't think about it
Come
until
on, Martin, we're already doing a visual gag for an auditory medium.
I think it's fake butt pig though. I think it's a fake butt pig. Everybody.
That looks like a woman's butt.
Yeah, I think he did it as a joke, right? But
Okay.
that was on his Instagram though. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was like a joke, but he put it on his Instagram. So anyway, yeah, I'm behind, but I watched like I don't know if the first three episodes of the Game of Thrones show.
Oh, I've
Honestly,
watched the entire thing so far.
yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit behind, but it's alright. It's cool. They
Yeah, it's like if you're into that type of thing, it scratches that itch, you know what I mean? I'm kind of in the camp now of like this didn't need to be made at all, but I'll
yeah
watch it.
that yeah that birth scene, that was crazy,
Oh,
right?
I knew that was coming, so I definitely like
Yeah,
fast
like
forwarded through
yeah.
parts of it
And that
because I
one
knew what
guy,
happened.
that one guy just has like a weird face. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, he has like a weird. It's crazy.
Damon,
What?
Damon,
Yeah,
the brother.
The guy who's Doctor Who,
I
man.
don't watch Doctor
Well,
Who.
yeah, but it's like that's what he's. I didn't watch it either, but at least I know. I think it's
Okay,
like
well, what character does he play in the show?
yeah, the dude who's like when they go like he was where they go like the battle and he acts like he's gonna like they're gonna be peaceful and he stabs the guy. He has like blonde hair. He has like a weird face. It's probably Damon.
I think it's Damon.
Yeah, I
He's a
just don't.
Targaryen.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
just
that's
don't.
I yeah, he has a weird face. The guy who was in The Crown.
That yeah. Yeah. I think his name is
Yeah,
Matt Smith. Yeah, weird face. So,
yeah.
but yeah, it's alright. And this past week I watched. I finally got to see both Legally Blonde. I never watched Legally Blonde.
Oh, you hadn't?
No, I had not. Speaking of,
Oh, we should do that one.
yeah. Oh, Luke Wilson's in that too.
Yeah, great connection to look both ways. Luke Wilson plays Natalie, the main character's dad, which um yeah, they call him like Law Daddy on
Why do all daddy?
Twitter because he's a lawyer and legally blonde, Martin.
Oh, okay. I thought I was seeing those were his initials. I was like, I actually Googled it. I was like, his middle name does not begin with A. What? And I was,
Yeah, and he's a daddy. Yeah, so he's definitely the hog of this film.
yeah, like that. We're saying that guy is saying the hog.
Yeah, the hog.
Right? Yeah, but
It's nice to for every movie to have one.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah. For now, I gotta think for the next movie we do. I don't know if I found one in Twilight yet. I'll say
A
that.
hog. I feel like there are a few options.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's a hog, but
Well, let's discuss Twilight when we're discussing Twilight.
okay. But anyway, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, what's the oh,
okay, I'll just go into some of my thoughts about this movie.
okay, okay.
So I think my biggest issue with this movie is that, I mean, with all this to say, I watched it twice and I did enjoy it. Like I was able to watch it and kind of turn my brain off a little. I think like one of my biggest problems with it was just that Lily Reinhart is such she's not just acting in it, right? She's like an executive producer and she's like a very outspoken advocate for abortion rights. And there are like other people in this film who are pretty outspoken about being an advocate for abortion rights. And I think it just felt a little wrong and for this movie to come out like 2 months into like a post-Roe world. It felt like very off in the political environment. And like, although I know this was shot before Roe versus Wade was overturned, I mean, abortion rights have been going south for a while in this country, and it's not a surprise of that this happened. I do think some people were surprised, but like they really shouldn't be. And so I just like don't really think I know I've read some like reviews and like interviews with like the director and stuff and they're kind of saying, well, this isn't just a pregnancy movie, but it's like the just like pregnancy and not being pregnant are just such a central part of this movie. I just don't really feel like you can say that when you're being asked. And I just feel like it was such a sugar-coated take on unplanned pregnancy. And to have all these people who are supposedly abortion rights activists, especially like Lily, who care about that, and then for this film to not even really mention abortion, it's kind of like it's films like this that just like further stigmatize it because they don't even make it seem like a valid option. And also the fact that her character like hinted that there's like that she was making a choice to have the baby, but she like lives in Texas. It's like when women have had that right like stripped away in Texas. It's like this is just like very tone deaf, all of it. Um,
Yeah, but yeah, the basis of the two realities is the pregnancy. So
yeah.
it is kind of like the main point of what life would be if you got pregnant or if you didn't. And I guess she was very fortunate to have a place to stay and to have her parents be. I meant they weren't when I first saw it. I'd say they weren't supportive in the way that they were really mad when she first told them. But yes, later on, like yeah, as it continued, yeah, she did get to stick with them. They helped her raise the kid and whatnot. And I guess if people don't have that luxury to have, but their parents are living in a pretty nice house, doing pretty well, and able to make the pregnancy work. So it's like if you get pregnant and if you're in a very privileged situation, that it can go well, but yeah. So other people may not, may not happen that way in
Yeah,
reality for others, but yeah,
definitely agreed with that. I feel like a lot of most people probably wouldn't have such a like lux situation going on, being able to like live in a big house and, have built-in childcare like that. And a lot has to go right, to be
child
able.
care, yeah, something that shit expensive, dude.
Yeah.
Child care.
Yeah, like a lot of that has to go right. So I mean, this was very much, I feel like
The
films like this, I felt like this was like the same plot line. I feel like you could see it in the 90s and it's like, okay, but it's like, why are we still making movies like this in
yeah,
2022? It's just painting such a rosy view of what this is
it's
actually like.
a perfect situation for
Yeah, it's like the perfect
yeah.
situation.
Uh,
And I certainly believe if someone does want to have a child, they should, be supported and like have resources and um like whatever someone decides, I think they should be supported with resources. But like the fact of the matter is like they like usually don't. And this was just like a very kind of privileged take. Um and I mean if they wanted to make a movie that has like dual storylines, there's a way to do it without it seeming like pro-life propaganda. Like it it could be any big decision, you know what I mean? It's just like making it about like it wasn't a decision. It was just like these two different things happen. It could have been like a decision about something else or whatever. But yeah, it just came off seeming like pro-life propaganda. Like I could still watch it and enjoy it, but yeah, elements of it I did like were I like showing that like oh, like life can happen to you and things can you could be faced with things that are unexpected and your life can still turn out pretty okay. Like I like that kind of thing. I like those storylines and like kind of showing her ending up with like a different person in each storyline, kind of showing there's not like maybe necessarily like one right like end game for someone. But I think that the way in which they went about it and the way in which they addressed like unplanned pregnancy was probably more harmful than good.
yeah, it's yeah. Well, it's but both realities ended up pretty well. So either way, either reality, she ended up doing pretty good for the
Did
movie.
you sort of like get to the end and you're like kind of like, what was the point of this?
I mean, yeah, I guess I was like, okay, cool. It worked out for both realities. Okay,
Yeah, it's like interesting to
whatever.
see like attractive, pretty well off girl. Like obviously things ended up
Yeah,
working
I
out
mean,
pretty
hey, it's not many. I don't know how many pretty well-off girls are in animation though. Right? Either.
Oh yeah, the
It's
struggles of being
she's a big animation,
yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess at first I thought her parents were pretty upset, but I've never had to deliver such news to my parents. I guess I wouldn't know how it would be like. that does. I'd probably be really scared about it. Tell my parents. I was
Oh
scared.
yeah, I think you'd be a basket case. Martin with an unplanned pregnancy.
Yeah, right. See, I probably wait till the last minute. Like, oh, guess what? My son was born today, Mom. Oh, I didn't tell you that. I, I, I
I
can't.
feel like an unplanned pregnancy though, uh an unplanned pregnancy I feel like is very, very different in your 30s than it is in your early
Uh,
20s.
I'm pretty sure I would still be as terrified of it.
You
And
would be terrified, but I feel like a parent's reaction is very
yeah,
different.
yeah, that's fair. Who knows?
I
I'm
feel
not
like if
sure.
you're like a recent grad from
Yeah,
college and you have an unplanned pregnancy,
yeah.
it's very different. And if you're in your became to
There,
your parents in your 30s like that, they'd be like,
mentally.
"Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I prefer it to have been planned, but
You
guess
should
this is
not.
how it is, you know?"
You're kind of getting your life together.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the reaction is
Like
very different. It's a very different set of circumstances.
my cousin, my white trash cousins, my she got
Did you need to call her that?
that's very fertile. They're not gonna. It's okay. If that's very fertile on that. If
Oh my God.
they're
Well,
better
that's
now.
your family you're talking about, so
It's okay. If you when I talk about my extended family, you understand that actually I'm normal where I come from. Okay, but the point is, you'll find out why I said it that way. So, she got live together though, but yeah, she got knocked up at like 17, right? And had that kid. I remember, I was at my grandparents' house the other room or something, watching TV or something. And there was a lot of debate going on in the living room. And then my mom said goodnight to me. I was like, oh, what are you guys talking about? And she told me that my cousin had been gotten pregnant. So even then, there was, I guess, there was quite a debate in the Phillips household.
wait,
But
so how old was she?
17, right? She had a kid,
Uh,
17. And then get this, she had another kid at 19, different father. So she had
Aw.
two kids, two different fathers. And I think one of them was a cool guy, the other one, yeah, I don't think he was that good of a guy. I don't know if he's even still around, but anyway,
Dang.
so yeah, I kind of know. I understand. I've been around. I'm playing friends.
You're an expert on
Yeah,
teen pregnancy.
yeah, you know, two different. Yeah, but now she remarried a guy who's really nice. Has his own kid from the previous relationship, and she actually just had another kid like this past week. So I see it all worked out for her even. So
Yeah, it all worked
no,
out for her too.
no, it's all even if yeah, if you know all these kids, you know, it's cool. It's like Nick Cannon, right? Yeah, that guy.
Oh, jeez.
Or
Yeah, that was a lot
yeah, it's
all over.
like 12 different ladies. She's
Yeah,
so fertile. Or did you hear
I
about
don't. Yeah, I think that a lot of people would have that many kids if they just slept with whoever they wanted and didn't use protection. But
it sounds pretty cool. Uh,
yeah, I bet you think that's cool.
did you hear like what about the Adam Levine? That's a good pregnancy.
Oh yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was aware of who that Instagram model was, and then I was like, oh, cool. And then he was like, oh, can I name my kid after you?
Yeah, that was super weird. It made me
Yeah.
sad because he was definitely my favorite judge or on The Voice.
Wow. I think you watch The Voice.
I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, but he's still my favorite. I don't even know who's a judge now. He was always my favorite.
You watch The Masked Singer.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I've never really watched The Voice either. Ever watch America's Got Talent? Yeah, that show is so dumb because
Wait, what show?
America's Got Talent.
Oh,
It's like The Voice, except they just do,
yeah, I don't like when like I don't like it being a variety, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I want to watch singers compared to singers. I want to watch comedians compared to comedians, you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I don't like it because they're too positive. It's like every act, it's like its own sympathy story, and it's just like, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's why Simon Cowell is like lame now. Like he was cool when he was mean to people, but now every story it's like a heartfelt piece. It's like, like give it or like now they all can't be sad stories. Like you gotta, speak some out.
Yeah.
Like I can't be sad for all these people. Give me one, sympathy story and let's make fun of these few people and then let's get another one. I don't know, it's really lame, I think.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Junior Bake Off. They're like too nice to the kids.
Oh, is that where Gordon Ramsay is nice to people? I
No,
think he has a
this is
kid
like the
show.
Great British Bake Off only for kids.
Are they mean on the Great British Bake Off?
They're not like I have a couple. They're not like that mean on Great British Bake Off, but people are usually really good. And like on Gordon Ramsay, like on MasterChef Junior, he is nicer to the kids, but
Yeah.
like they still tell them when they do something wrong. I think that the kids aren't as talented on like Junior Bake Off. They're not as good as kids on like MasterChef Junior.
Do they even bake in MasterChef Junior? Because baking
They
and
don't
cooking
bake, but
way
they
different
cook.
and wait, they're two separate things. Like,
Yeah, they're two separate, but I'm telling you, like the level like there's like a couple of people doing like amazing stuff on Junior Bake Off, like the type of thing you would expect to see on like Great British Bake Off, but then the other ones are like it's nowhere near like good, and it's like and I'm just saying on MasterChef Junior, the quality of kids, like they're like doing stuff like as good as the adults do. I'm just saying comparing like MasterChef Junior to MasterChef and then Junior Bake Off to Great British Bake Off, it's like I feel like they could find kids that are better at baking than they found.
how
There
much
are kids that are really good at baking.
how much children's cooking shows do you watch?
If there is a children's option, I want to watch it. I think it's more fun to watch the kids.
Okay. Yes, yeah, I watch children's television sometimes too, like
Yeah,
ever watch Paw Patrol? It's a pretty good show actually. The
no, I haven't
I've
watched that.
watched it without my niece before. I was like, damn, dude.
You watched it without your niece.
Yeah, I was like, man. But yeah, I guess I haven't. It's been a while since I watched a cooking show. I used to be really into Rachel Ray, but it's been a while since Rachel.
Oh yeah, you had a big old crush on Rachel
Yeah,
Ray.
it's been a while since I watched her stuff or daytime talk shows. They're on the air though, but maybe yeah, she'll always have a spot in my heart, of course. But I gotta
Yeah,
had to grow up. But here's
yeah. I
yeah.
haven't seen what she looks like lately.
I mean, I guess she's like in her 50s now. She got a little bit older, but she I watched all their shows, $40 a day, the tasty travels, 30-minute meals, her
I feel like 30-minute meals is actually like a useful one.
yeah, I don't know if they even make it anymore, but uh
I don't think they make it anymore.
it was you get the book. I got her cookbook for kids because I used to think the kids cookbook was easier, so I have that cookbook and yeah. But
Yeah, I remember when she did Thanksgiving in like an hour.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, she did that twice. Okay, so it's Thanksgiving one, then she did a second one the next year. So
Yeah,
here's
what a
like,
gal.
anyway, speaking of my white trash cousins, I have a good habit. I like to save the statuses of my cousins because I think they're pretty great. So
Oh gosh.
this is the one that got pregnant. This is her brother, and he goes, and her brother, he's been to drug rehab a couple times, and he also had a planned pregnancy, but now my aunt, like he was my aunt, but she has custody of the kid, and the baby mama not quite around. But here's a good stats is I like to say because this guy in front of me at the gas station had 4 12 packs of Trulies in his hand. I want to look at him and say, "Hey, bud, the woman's restaurant's right over there." A good one, right?
That's a good one.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I see what he did. Yeah, cool guy, right? Then the day after Christmas, the status was it's just one of those days you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. Everything's fucked. You just want to justify ripping someone's head off.
Oh
And
my God.
if you don't recognize that, that is actually lyrics from Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff. And he wrote that non-ironically the day after Christmas. So it's I enjoy his dances. They're really good. And he goes, "Oh, I just read Mr. Biden is trying to ban my menthol cigarettes. Well, kiss my ass. I'll, I'll smoke reds." I was like, "Damn, dude, what Biden doesn't see
Oh
that."
my God.
Here, okay, this one happened January 8th, 2021. This one's kind of long. Uh, you can take how you want this election. It was all rigged. Trump should be president without a doubt. Just the election. Yes, yesterday's riots at the Capitol was all set up. When you ever seen that many young black people in the pro-Trump crowd? They basically have martial law and Washington D.C. for Trump crowd, but they allow Black Lives Matter to take over entire cities without calling it martial law. And they think things are equal and try to get, and it's Democrats trying to take over. They're trying to impose their will on anyone at any place they can. That is why there's not martial law in places like Portland or in Seattle, where these people take over entire cities for weeks at a time. But yet, one night in Washington, D.C., and there's so much police presence, it's on national news, people being shot. It's bullshit.
Dang.
Yeah, dude.
Well, they seem to not understand what martial law means. I will say that.
Well, he has a GED. So.
Well, you know, I don't really think that makes whether someone's intelligent or not, but
All right,
I'm afraid he's gotten on the
if I
Reddit and Cell forums.
if I imposing judgment on people, if I based on their education level, but whatever. This one, well, anyway, they're pretty good stats. I'm a big fan of
Yeah, you always love a hot take.
this one's about his ex-wife.
Oh, hit me with this one.
Says all you dope head snorting motherfuckers who think you're better than me, who are still sitting around snorting, can kiss my motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck about any of y'all. Look in the mirror, then look at me. If you can't look in the mirror, don't look at me. If you was half the mom, I was the dad in a day, you wouldn't be fuck you, bitch. You know you rat snitching ass motherfucker. Fuck all y'all. You don't have the balls to say shit to my face. You lucky I have my daughter and you don't. I'd be the same piece of shit asshole, but this is all the attention you're getting. Fuck you all around. Fuck, fuck prostitute, dope snorting motherfucker.
Oh my God.
That one was a bit heated, right? I was like, oh,
That's
geez.
crazy. I hope she can get her she got her restraining order.
Well, I mean, I don't know the situation, but the one who wrote that was related to me.
Oh,
Yeah, but
sounds like you both have tempers.
I don't have a temper. I'm
You
cool.
have an insane temper.
No,
You just
no, not
fly into rages.
what? No. Oh, yeah,
Remember when you yelled at Phil Mike at Wonderland?
we're even there.
Yeah, and everyone was talking about it because you flew into such a rage.
Yeah, I only did that because it was Phil. It wasn't like I would do that because it just he. Okay, I didn't
So
have
it's okay to do it because it was Phil. It's
no.
okay to like act like violently towards a friend
It
versus a
wasn't violent.
stranger.
It wasn't violent. It
It's
is.
okay to scream at someone just because they're your friend.
No, it wasn't screaming though. It just really yeah, I got heated over something. But yeah,
Yeah, didn't he like park close to you, but like you were able to like just
that's
there's no
not the
one in
thing.
front
The
of
thing
you?
is the issue was that you shouldn't part that close behind people in general. Okay, it was
But like it didn't even affect you.
I know, but in general, I was saying it's the precedent of the whole thing to be like, hey, let's not do this. I will agree that yeah, maybe I did get a little bit heated, but I
Yeah, and we
was
can't forget game night.
okay, yeah, I've acknowledged in those situations, but that's more public. Usually, my rage is just when I'm driving. That's when actually I get
Yeah.
most upset ever. But I usually I've been better at concealing it. But yeah, most of the time, I hate everything. But
Yeah. I
but
mean, that's fair, but yeah.
you don't get mad like that.
I haven't lost my temper and yelled like that ever.
Ever. You never yelled at anyone like that. Because I don't know,
I've got
you yelled at me before. So
was it when you pulled a knife on me?
no, it
When
was
have I yelled at you, Martin?
I think I'm pretty sure there was a
I've
time.
never yelled at you.
Okay.
I've probably talked to you in a way and told you things you didn't like. I don't think I yelled at you.
Wow, I considered those the same.
That's not the same as yelling.
Yeah, well, I don't eat okay. I just don't like
Yelling is yelling.
okay.
Talking to someone like the way I'm talking to you right now, you probably don't like that, but that's not yelling.
Yeah, but it's not like a stern talk. And it's like, yeah,
Yeah, well, that's a little different.
okay.
Yeah, I've talked sternly to people.
Well,
Have people deserved me yelling at them? Absolutely.
yeah, well, that's I don't
I've felt like I was gonna lose my temper. There are a couple of times I was hosting that I thought I was gonna lose my temper, but
yeah, I don't like being yelled at. So usually that's my avoidance comes in where it's like, yeah, this person might get upset and yell at me. So it's all
yeah.
really so yeah, we shouldn't yell and even give stern talks. Just be cool, everybody. I'm cool with everything.
Stern talks are fine. You just have to learn how to take it.
I don't like taking it, so I'm pretty good at I can avoid stuff for the rest of me. That's like that one time I thought Winston was mad at me, and then I just avoided him for 3 days. Yeah, I gotta went.
Was he actually mad at you?
I mean, I think he literally was cool. It was just one thing. One time he was mad, and then I think he literally just cooled off when he like literally when he got home.
What'd
But
you do?
it was some podcast thing where I forgot what it
Oh,
was.
I heard this story.
Yeah, but then I was like, yeah, I think he was pretty cool and everything. I just avoided it. But I could, yeah, I'm pretty. I don't like avoid as much as I used to, and I guess it
That's
depends.
good. It's a learning experience. I mean, I like to avoid things too, but sometimes you gotta have an adult combo.
Yeah, it just depends, I guess, what it is and who the person is. If I'm
Yeah.
all comfortable with it. Or I can just write it in a letter, like, hey, what's up? Oh, by the way, we're bringing this up.
Yeah. I guess you can also just be pen pals with people forever.
That's not true either, trust me. If, yeah, I've lost. I don't think I have any more pen pals anymore.
Oh.
Uh,
All right. Do you have any final thoughts on Look Both Ways?
um, did you, I think it's, how do you feel about her, the guy in the band? So I thought it was interesting. A cover band played South by Southwest.
Yeah, I don't think a cover band would probably play South by Southwest. Yeah, I preferred the other guy in that storyline.
Yeah,
The other guy in the other
yeah,
storyline.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
preferred him for her.
Yeah, the guy was pretty cool.
I thought they had a lot of baggage.
Because that's fair. They've been friends forever.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was kind of interesting how in the other storyline she didn't keep up at all with the guy in the band.
But did they meet though? They did meet though.
Yeah, they were friends. In
Yeah,
both storylines, they were friends from college, but
yeah. But
in the
then,
one where she wasn't pregnant, they like lost touch basically. And
but
she
I
runs into him at South by Southwest.
that's what I'm saying. They did reconnect at the end, and he had.
Yeah, but they didn't stay in touch at all. I just thought it was interesting. Like most people I was good friends with in college, like I I would like I'm most people I was good friends with in college. I wouldn't say I'm best friends with all of them, but like I'm close enough to know if someone got engaged. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I would know.
touche. Well, yes, the real question is which reality is better?
They both have their pluses and minuses, you know.
Which one would you choose then? If
I would absolutely choose the one where she
uh,
goes to LA.
okay, but I mean to watch, though, which would be a better movie?
I like her going to like LA. The other one, the other storyline kind of depresses me because she's with her parents for 5 years and then in love with this guy, but like won't tell him. Like that was kind of depressing. It wasn't the fact that she like had a child young. It was like those other things.
So the
How about you?
I don't know. I guess though I thought the one she has the kid was more interesting. The one she just goes to LA and it becomes an animator.
Yeah.
It seems like more stuff's going on with the kid, but probably that one, I guess. But
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it just depends on like what you like watching and what sources of conflict do you find more compelling, you
Yeah,
know?
I love a good family drama.
Yeah.
Families breaking apart, coming together.
That's why you're watching the new Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Basically,
Yeah,
that whole show.
yeah, that's big family. It's always that Game of Thrones has always been a family conflict. Mm,
Yeah,
it's all-
definitely.
Yeah. So, but do you want to summarize this in a minute?
I sure do.
Okay. You get the
How are we doing
plot.
the timer?
What?
Should I do my own timer?
I mean, I guess if you want to, sure.
Whatever is easiest.
But I have it right now.
Okay. All right. So in this movie, it starts as a girl named Natalie is having a pregnancy scare, and as she's taking the pregnancy test, the movie then like splits into two realities, one in which she's pregnant, one in which she isn't. Um, and in the reality in which she's pregnant, she keeps the baby. So the movie kind of like expands. And she in each reality she kind of like struggles and has different love interests, and in each reality she ends up with someone different. In the first reality she ends up with the father of her baby, and the second with a guy she meets as an animator, but it all ends at South by Southwest, one in which she's written a web comic and one in which she has like a web short. So everything ended up okay.
Yeah, everything ended up okay for her. It all worked out, guys. So, bada bing, as they say.
Rom, bada bing, and Rom Bros, we want you to think about how you can make your own life okay this week.
This week and next week.
All
Uh,
that, but we will see you next time, Rom Bros. And we will have a special guest on as we talk about Twilight.
and and Rotten Bros, be careful out there. If you get a girl pregnant, I hope it works out for you too.